Vintage audio repair is our main. Bringing old electronics back to life is our game. Tubes and wires we arrange. Every circuit we exchange. Dusty gears begin to turn. Ancient speakers start to burn. We revive the faded sound, where lost frequencies are found. Through the cracks and through the ground, we revive the faded sound. Crackling tapes and humming noise, broken knobs and shattered joys. Every fix we deploy brings back life to your pride and joys. Dusty gears begin to turn. Ancient speakers start to burn. We revive the faded sound, where lost frequencies are found. Through the cracks and through the ground.
Hello guys, hello ladies, and tonight we are going to make some changes to my Decca portable radiogram. And just to zoom out, there we go. This is a portable Decca radiogram from the finger needs gluing back in properly. From the 1950s. That's your tone. Volume and on off, they're a bit stiff. Band change and tuner. I mean, the AM radio on this is no use anymore. There is no fucking AM, is there? Anyway, without further ado, what we're going to do, we'll take this fucking ratty arm off if we can, and we've got a more period one correct for it. So let's see. Do I have to take all this out? Or can I just get away with taking the neck out? I think, yeah, you got to take the whole fucking lot, I think. I don't know, let's take this. Start with these screws here. Because the only thing I don't like about old stuff is really old stuff is the fact they use flathead screws. I do prefer posi drive Phillips, if you like. Right, so now I need to go around the other side. See, I put a Tonearm on this because that's all I had at the time. That was all I had. But now I've got a choice. I can either replace the complete deck. What model is this? It's a Decca Portolla. Looks a bit wet in places because I've just cleaned it because it was been in the shed for ages. It was a bit manky. So we've done a bit of. We're gonna, yeah, see if we can get the deck out without taking the amp out. Might have to take the whole fucking lot out. There we go. Fucking screw doesn't want to come out. There you go, it'll come out. Deck should come out. Yeah, I thought it did. Right, I thought it did. Whoops. Well, that was why we're getting no thingy there, got a broken wire on the aerial. The middle part of the aerial's broken. That was probably why we were getting no radio, proper radio. But let's undo that. Got a nerf there, I don't know what that's from. Anyway, we're not going to be using any of this. So yeah, I'll actually show you how I modified this as well. There we go. Let's get the screwdriver and undo my chock block. There you go. Right, this is another transformer put in. Someone's put this transformer, it never came with this. The original winding on the transformer burnt out, so somebody put this one in. Right, so we can take the motorboard out for a minute. Pop that there. Pop all this back into here. Put the lid down. Now, the handle on this is a bit fucked. Right. Bring the other one up. Right. So this is a BSR. It's very similar to the one. Now this one, guys, it's got nails sticking out. Let's get this out of here. Right, let's get this. Get this out of the case because it's got fucking sharp nails. I don't want to catch myself on those. So we'll get this out. Right. Fucking lay it down, it might be easier. There you go. Does that actually come in? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Take this. Should pop all the way out. Well, the nuts come off the top. Right, the deck's out anyway, or at least that screw is. Get the next one. Oh. Another one there. Right, this is the deck. This is the deck out of the mouse piss radiogram. You take it, you all remember the mouse piss radiogram. This is the deck out of it. Shove that out of the way. Right. Now, this should actually polish up because I painted this deck. So this should clean up. So I painted this. If I'm not happy with it, there's no problem because we can use. You should not lose them nuts. And this is the motorboard out of the other one. So, whoops. Take off the turntable. And this has been serviced and refurbished as well by me. I don't know whether I'm going to keep this one or whether, see, they're pretty much the same. The only difference is that goes there. And that doesn't move, but that one does. So I don't know why. Idler's good on this. Well, so I think what we might do, we'll take the deck out of the motorboard to begin with. It's the same deck, pretty much. That should come all the way out. It's fucking tightened down, that one. Let's get some tools. Oh. So, this one, there you go. It's tight. We're probably going to just transplant the arm from that one to this one because this is the original and it's the same arm, so I think that's probably what we're going to do. But we'll see. These are the same. There you go. But we need the mechanism out of the motorboard so that we can work on it. Move them nuts. Doesn't matter, they're all the same then. The deck off. There we go. There you go. Put the motorboard down there. We'll clean that before we. Now let's take the arm off. And that was easy. Disconnect the wires. There you go. They weren't that tight, were they? There again, it was never a permanent thing, so they were never meant to be. I didn't solder anything in this because I knew it was going to be coming back apart again at some point to have this job done. So I knew I was taking it apart, so I never soldered it. Move those. And this is actually an adjustment. The arm. And that comes off there. And if I remember rightly, spread that a bit. Try and get that, there we go. That's the adjust, that's the finger off. Now, what we have to do next to get the arm off. Now, what I want to do is flick that couple like flick that off there. There we go. Take the other one off, the other one. It should be the same. These have got bearings and everything in them. I mean, they weren't made out of crap back in them days, like they are now. Find that speed knob all the way down. That's why it doesn't move. Alright. So let's so what we'll do, we'll just clip that in a minute, because we're not using them anyway, so we'll just clip that. Ouch. We'll just clip them off in a minute. So what we'll do, we'll take our screw out of here. There we go. Clip this off. And this. There you go. Right. That should. Yeah, that does come out of there because there you go. I put the fucking ink and the painted under it. Look how clean it is under it. Yeah. Alright. And we will need the clip. We'll get that last. Right. This needs a polish. But let's make sure. Let's check the arm, because yeah, that's lovely that. So that's the weight of that, that's how it's done. Right, let's get a bit of squiggly. Right. Let's feed that through there. Then wires might not be long enough to go to that. Feed that back into there. I think the clips, that's the wrong clip. Right, so what we can do is get go in. Now all we do is take our clip, I mean, you don't have to be thingy with this, is to make sure that your clip still a bit. I'd like to get that a bit tighter down. So we'll put the rest of it on there, and then I can press. And just I've got it. Yeah, it's going nowhere. Perfect. Now we need this. I'm not sure if this is the one I took off it. It's not, this is the one I took off. The other one. Don't suppose it'd matter though, would it? I'll put the original bits on if I can. This is the one that came off that. Yeah, that's why they were put on there. Red wire must have come off. Yeah, because I had a stereo cartridge wired to it. Right, so. Oh. So let's check this, see if we can get this aligned. Right. Yeah. What I'm going to do for now, I'm going to put that there. And then if I have to, I can make the adjustment. It would help if that would fucking go in straight, wouldn't it? It's not straight. It is now. There you go. See if that moves close to the middle. I think it has to be a bit tighter than that. So what we'll do, we'll set that to there. What we'll do, we'll tighten this so that it can grip. You have to move it to one side to turn it on. That's how it works. Yes. Let's try that. It's too far still. Yeah, it's too far. Move that to there. Let's tighten that up a bit more. That's too that fucking. That's catching on there. That's catching. Wonder if it's because it's the same fucking mechanism. So why is it catching? Right, so that's off. Right. Just undo that. Oh. Right, so that's there. Now what I want to do, it turns on there. It turns off there. So what I'm going to need to do is just bring this, because this is too far on, I think. That's it. Now if I put that there and put is it on or off? I'm not working. Let's turn this. That's on. That's on. That's off. So if I tighten that to there, it's catching on there. And but why is it catching? Oh, hang on. Right, so let's take that over there, that's it. And is that on or off? It's off. So it's off. So if I now tighten that, just a little bit, that now pushes that like it should, then it pulls that, yeah, and then that goes into the centre, turns off, then put it back that way, turns on. Now I want it about there. There you go. Right. So I want that to come back a little bit because I don't want all hold that. And there you go. That's correct. So now what we'll do, we'll lock that off, and so it's nice and tight, tighten that up so it can't move. We are probably going to have to put, we're going to have to do something about the Tonearm wires because they look a bit shit. Have to put another, imagine if we put them on no cartridge in it, or the wires are cut, shit, they're damaged. Bastard, I've got to take the whole arm off again, the wire's damaged, look. Fucking hell, I wonder if the Mildred's has a bit of the wire. That's why. Never mind. Just check it works. That's off, on, and that moves to the middle and turns off. Right, so that's right now, so I know where it needs to be. So I didn't notice the Tonearm wires. Look at that, yeah. Never mind, we've got some. We've got these. We've got these, so we're okay. Just take the fucking cartridge out. That fucking glued in. That fucking glued in, it can't be. I don't remember gluing it. That being said, it was years ago. Keep that screw. I don't remember gluing it, but I could have done. You don't know, there's a fucking lump of solder under there. Put that under for weight. There you go. Do that. Take this one off here, this screw. We're not going to need that wire, but we'll don't want to ruin the rest of them trying to get it out. There we go. Rid of that. Right. So we've lost a, oh no we haven't. Thought we'd lost a tag. No, it's just that. Get rid of that, there we go. And that's our wires. Take our arm back off. We need to, don't think we need to take that all the way out. There you go. I don't want to take that clip off there because there's ball bearings in there. But yeah, just get this off the same way we did before. I didn't know the Tonearm wires have been damaged. There you go. Move this out the way. And we can get rid of this. Okay, now, there we go. come out. That's just jammed in. There you go. Now what we might have to do is drill a hole through the centre of here, so we'll do that now. We'll drill a hole right through the centre. Will we? No, we'll do that in a bit. Do that in a bit. Now, where's our wires? There we are. Right, so that's my phone, that can fucking wait. Right, so I think the way to do this, whoever that is, that can wait, because look how long they are. So we'll leave them plenty there. We've got plenty of negative, negative, live, live. That's good. And I'd like to be able to. It's a shame, really. You just can't feed that through there. There's a hole there. It's a shame you can't feed them through there, really. It's a shame, isn't it? There's a hole there. There's a hole there which goes into there. It's a shame it doesn't come out here. Right, so what we'll do, we'll just take the excess wire. There's still something stuck in there. And a blade. A standing blade might be better for this. We get a bit of glue in there. Yeah. That's that super glue. There you go. That's it. Get a piece of heat shrink. I'll see who's on the phone in a minute. Whoever it is, I'll ring them back. So a bit of heat shrink. Right. Oh. That will do us. We'll feed that through. I'd have liked a bit of better fucking wire, but unfortunately this is what we've got. So feed that through. Now pull that through. There we go. Then we want that, so we put another piece of this in. Feed that through. And what we'll do, we'll probably put a stereo cartridge in it. But we'll see. See what we've got. No, we don't want to stretch them. Put a piece in that one there. See, really rubber's the best thing to put in there, but see, we can, if we need to, we can pop a bit of glue on them. If we need to. And then this one, if I remember rightly, which I don't, but I think that goes under that. It goes under that. Goes under that. And I put another piece of rubber in. We have to get some glue. We have got some that we can use. Now this has to come down the hole in the middle. I'll pull these back a bit. That'll do us. See what we can do, we can put up I've got some glue that'll do this job. Alright, now all we need to do is feed that down the centre of the arm. And that's how that goes. And this if we can flick this up, there we go, tuck that under, tuck the wires under there, so they sit in the groove, and push that down, and that's it. And that'll lift right up for us to work on that later if we need to. So all we do now just put the arm, the wire through, put the arm back into place. There you go. Goes in with a very satisfying clunk. There you go. Get the clip. Doesn't matter which one, they're both the fucking same. And all we do is we hold that there, and then we can push. Is that tight? Yeah, it's good. going nowhere. Put that on the rest. Feed the arm wires through. So let's have a look where we... So I think that's probably about right. Tighten that up. Let's check it. Right, so we're not quite tight enough. Not tight enough to pull it on. So if I put that there, there you go. Now if I tighten this, there you go. That's it. And then when it gets to the end of the record, there you go. Right, I'd say it's about right. Why didn't that fucking switch off then? That's on. And then to there, that's off. Right, get our clip. I think these are the same clips that are on these. Yep. Same. They're actually the same Tonearm. The same armrest. So we'd have to worry about taking the rest off. We'll just take our clip. Right. Feels a bit baggy, that. Let's have a look. Might have to swap the rest because that's a bit baggy. Yeah, it's a bit baggy, that. It's alright because it unscrews off. So the other ones are better fit. So they might be slightly different. Yeah, that's... That one got a fucking... That one's got a screw in it. Let's take this one off anyway. That's a different type of screw. Doesn't want to come off. There's actually a clip on the side of this. I wonder if that's got something to do with it, I can't see it. Well, okay now. Why won't that come off? probably stuck. It's off now. Yeah, it's probably stuck because of the paint. So what's the difference between these two fucking things? Fuck all. The only difference is that one had a screw in it. Yeah. Right, where's that screw we had? Oh no, they're both the same. I thought it was a fucking, what do you call it, we'll put a screwdriver. Go that way, does it? I think it might do, yeah it does. Goes that way. So it sits on it. So let's get our clip back on. Right, we had a clip, we had took a screw out, didn't we? There it is. Which way did this clip go? Did it go that way up or the other fucking way up? I don't fucking remember. That went. That must go there. Must go there like that. And then this clip here. And put that in place. And then we can tighten that in a little bit. And then we can move that down a bit. Then we can hold that there. That's where it goes. Let's get the fucking arm out of the way. There you go. That goes like that. So when the arm's in its rest, it goes over it like that. So now we can tighten the armrest proper. There you go. That's right, so that's now working. Yeah. That's a bit slanted, so we'll adjust that clip so it's retainer so it's straight. That's it. That's what I saw. Right. So what we'll do next, we can wire up so why we so we want that, and that, and now we can adjust these. There you go. Now we can pull the black so it's not wrapped around the green. Right, what we'll do, guys, right, let's get these wires sorted out. Them ones are okay. What I'd like to do is get these soldered all level. So what we're going to do, we're going to get the clippers. Right. So what we'll do, what we're going to do is clip these. We'll rebar them all. There you go. And what we'll do is redo the ends on them. One. And we're only going to do two because we'll put the mono cartridge in it. We're only going to do two. Get that a bit more. That's it. Right. See, that won't reach to there. So what we'll do, we'll clip that one out. There you go. Let's get these shrink. We need a thin one. bit thicker. Right. So what we need to do now, because we're only going to use 2 of the wires because we're putting them on our cartridge in. So what we'll do, we'll join them together. Might be easy doing it that way. Bit of solder. There we go. Has that got it? Yeah, it's got it. Feed that through. Get the lighter. Now the green goes to the ground. The other 2 will just be tucked out the way because we're not using those. Oh, hang on. And if I decide that I do need to connect them, then we can always add them. Modern mono cartridges going in it, so got a choice of modern cartridges to put in. There you go. That black away from there. Right. Feed that. We can get it in the fucking right position without snapping it. That'll do. Right, that's all that done. Right, that's all that done. That's your cartridge done. Right, you want to put Tonearm wire in. Now what we need to do is have a look to see if one of these BSRs, well that one's actually an RS. Well, it's a bit fucking far that in it. a bit far. The stylus does. That needs spacers. Right, so before we do that, we need to put all in the front anyway. So I want the cartridge about there. Let's clip this down. I want the cartridge about there. So if I get me little drill, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drill it from the bottom. I'll tell you why. I'll try to anyway. I'll tell you why. Because there's a little circle. Oh. There we go. There's actually a circle in there. And if I go right to the middle, and this arm's actually Bakelite, so we don't want to damage it. So let's try and tighten this a bit more. It's a bit fucking loose, that. I think the drill's a bit small. Just get, we're a bit off the hole, but we're going to make it, we'll ream it a bit anyway. There we go. Well, actually, we're not bad. Actually, I think we're pretty okay. Wind that in there. Ream it all out. Because we need to so where's the screw we want to put in? Out the cartridge. Right. Where's the fucking screw we want to use? Put it somewhere before. A little small screw before that I used. I was going to put in. So we've got a BSR card, or it's a stereo one. I'm not putting a stereo one in, putting a mono one in. Right. With that being said, we might go for the GP91. I think we've got some of those, and I think they sit a bit higher. Let's get this fucking box out there. Come here. Right. See what we've got in the cartridge box. Fucking loads in here. Right. Well, there. where's the GP91s? We have got some. There's one, where's the clip for it? We've got some of these, we need to find where the clips are. Oh, hang on. Tell you what we could use. Some more fucking BSRs here. They're the H. Just in case the one we fished out doesn't work, that's it M. That's a proper BSR. Be nice to put one of them in. Trying to think, guys. Yeah, it cost GP91. That's 91. That's what we want, but we haven't got the fucking clip. We have got some somewhere, just don't know where they are. Actually, guys, bear with me. Come on, come out. Come out, you bastard, there's one in there. There's one in here. There you go. One in this SP25 Mark 2. Mark 3, sorry. Oh. Let's take it off this clip. Just take it off this clip. There you go. We probably need to order a stylus. That's not a great deal. And I need to find, where's my screwdriver gone? I've only got another tool out. There it is. Yep. This is the one. This is the one. And I'm not using this, so that's a bit loose. That doesn't matter. Because we don't have to use that cartridge, we've got a couple of them. But I know this one works. Come on. There you go. Make sure I put them screws back so we don't lose the screws. And go back, and that cartridge carrier will go back into that deck. There you go, put that there for now. Now let's see how this one sits in this arm. It's a lot thicker than one of them. Ooh, I think that'll sit in there nice. I think that is a bit loose. So if I clip that back down, it looks like it's come out a bit. So if I squeeze that, sort of squeeze that there, if I just squeeze that. There you go. better. Still a bit loose. See, it's because somebody's somebody had that in the past. So you can't take these out. Looks like somebody's tried. I'm not going to worry about that for now. We've got a hole in the top. Let's find that little screw. I think that was it. One that came out of the Sony. I'll turn that in so we can get our thread going. That's good. That's got that done. Now we can I think a bigger hole would be better. We can turn that in all the way down. Right. No, it's going to take the, that's not going to work. It's too thingy we need. So what I need to do here, have I got a rat tail file in my set? I certainly have. Yep. Don't want to break the arm. See if that'll go in. So I want that to drop in but be a slight fit. If that's any nearer. Not quite. We'll get there. Try that. This is a good deck, it's clean. Let's see if that'll screw in now. Might need to do the screwdriver, but It should do it. No. What I want to we're getting there. Let's try that. I mean, not quite, but we're nearly there. I'm going to scratch the top. It is getting there though. Yeah, it is getting there. Let's get another screwdriver. No. Yeah, no. See if that will screw down now. It does. And it doesn't tighten, which is what we want. We don't want it to tighten. Right, so where have I put my cartridge? There it is. So we want to connect the red . It feels a bit baggy. Clip that off. Bit of plastic off. One's on. Now which one's this? There's the green. Oh, the green's the red's the green. So the red's, that red there sold onto the green. So which one's the fucking red? It's the white. So it's that one. No, it's the black. That's the red. So we're going to have to, doesn't matter I suppose, just change them round on the bottom. Right, chuck them in there out of the way. Now this should now screw in. It's a bit loose. But yeah, it's been carved under here when I did that ages ago, so that the needle will actually get that straight. There we go. We get one more turn on that so it can't move. There you go. That's good. Yeah, they work greater than GP91s. Push that back under there. Out of the way. There you go. Right. Wonder what the weight's going to be like. Don't know. Because there's no spring in these. So what we can do, we can put the turntable on. Right. So we can put the turntable on. Where's the scales? We've got stylus scales somewhere. They were in that drawer, but I moved them. So where did I put them? They're here. Well, these are not the stylus scale. They're what I used to use, but they're still good enough. Still get the job done. Let's put this turntable, put this deck so it's level. Let's get it as level as we can. I'll do. Right. Right, so 15 grams, 22 grams, really. It's 5 grams there. You've got to remember we're holding it up in the air there, but it's counterbalance. So if I hold that there and there for a minute, turn it back on, there you are, 5 grams, yeah, that's leveled the turntable, that's just over 5 grams, that'll do it, it's good enough for it. We'll get a stylus ordered for that this week, a new one. In fact, I might be able to take the one out of the franking player. Lift this off because it'll only go and clang if it falls off, not this time of the night. Right. Now let's have a look at the back of this. We need to change the wires over. So there's the wires there. So what we need to do, and we don't do it. We don't do it. still working. There we go. Let me just, that's no good, that's number one. Let's turn that off because that's charged up now. I can move that into the other socket. There you go. Right. I want to just check the cartridge. That's the variac. That's so the negative goes to that one, and the positive could go to either one of those. That seems a bit low. Oh, we're shorting out on there. Yeah, we're catching on there. Right. Can't fucking. Let's lift that up. Pretty sure the cartridge is working. I just need to. Right, so we'll connect. That to that, and we'll connect that feels low, that. Feels low. Let's try this with a cartridge that's in here. This GP91. It does feel low, that. Probably not. I mean, it is only a 1 volt cartridge, but even so. It's the same, so it's probably right. Now this one. connect that back to there. Nothing. Then what I'll do guys, because I can do it anyway, what I'm going to do, because let's check the wires there, right. So what we'll do, we'll put this other one in. It's got a nice, that one feels a bit fucking baggy now, but it's not as bad. So that's the red, then the green, let's get that into clip. I'm not bothered about the other two wires because we're putting a stereo cartridge, we're putting a mono cartridge in it anyway, so it doesn't matter about the other two wires, they're completely academic. Let's try this. See, I've got no fucking clips. I have, but I don't know where they are. So that's your neutral. Still nothing. But we know the cartridges work. Fucking wire ain't come off, has it? Fucking wire come off. No. Right, let's get rid of these. Get rid of these other two fucking wires. They're just in the way. They're in the way and not really needed. There you go. Right, so that's saves having to fuck about with those. Right. Now the cartridge is in. And we know it's connected. Could be the crap on these. What we'll do, we'll try and fuck. Have a look at the way they connect on the bottom here. Right, they're okay there, they're good. Right, that's okay there. Right. Because we can't make a lot of noise because it's late. What we'll do, turn the scope on. Use the oscilloscope. So negative. that'll tell us. Now, press that. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. There we go. That's working now, guys. Yeah, that cartridge is working. Probably just dirt on the pit on the lead, or it could be me shorting it out with my fingers. That's definitely working. So that's the cartridge done. Well, the cartridge is done. Right, let's put all this stuff away. I'll give this a bit of a clean before we put it back in. Give this a bit of a wipe. There we go. Right, which way round does it go? I think it goes that way. Yeah. Right. Let's pop this back onto the motor board. Right. Pop our beautiful. There we go. Right. Washer. Nut. Washer. That's a small one. Nut. Washer. Nut. Now these don't tighten up fully because there's something to do. Yeah, that one's down. Yeah, they do. That's it, that'll do. Yep, because the transit screws went in there and there. That's it. Right. Where's my rubber? Let's get me rubber. Let's get my turntable. Yeah. There we go. Let's check this, see if it turns off. It's on. Yep. Yep. Now we're going to put the mat. I'm going to put this mat on here. Get the glue. I think this will do it. This is supposed to stick all sorts of shit, this. So we'll see if it sticks the turntable mat. So we'll put that there. That's not bad. Idler's good. There's no neutral on this, unfortunately. That's not bad. So all we do now is just and so it can have something to press on. Press it down. That's a test record, but it's scratched to buggery. Needs to go in the bin, really. There's the funny shaped twist. I'm not going to be able to play it now, but we'll see if the needle stands a chance. That 78 RPM stylus is in that. No. So it must be double LP. Yeah. It's to the end. It will turn off a bit because I moved it, but right, so if I leave that 78 on there all night, there you go. Leave that 78 there for a bit. the soldering iron off. Soldering iron's been well behaved since I did that cleaning. Since I did that tightening of that transformer. Let's bring it in and let you have a better look. There you go, guys. If I just lift the record off for a second. Yeah. Looks right, that, doesn't it? It's now got the proper arm on it that it should have. So that's now, what time is it? Oh no, 12 minutes past 12, 3 minutes past 12. Right, guys. I will be back in a couple of hours, a few hours, and for you it'll be a few minutes. A few seconds actually. Less than that even. It doesn't look better with a proper arm on it. Right. Well, that's Matt stuck to that, lovely. Brilliant. Yeah, that's good. Now, let's pop that there for a minute. There we go. Need to get a new handle for this. I think the handle's riveted on, which is a fucker. Zoom out a bit. Could do with a polish. No, that's faded. It's just. I want to just repair this aerial wire here. This aerial wire here snapped, so it'd be nice to try and repair that. So probably why the radio didn't work, or not as well as I thought it should have done. So, what we'll do, that's that. It's very brittle, this wire now. The inside's not bad. Right. See if we can spread that a bit. And there you go. There you go. All I'll do now is just join that together. Get a piece of wire. join a piece of wire onto it. There we go. That should sort us out. There you go. I'll just go in the bottom there now. There was actually a socket on the bottom here. I think that was for an aerial or something on there. No, it didn't go to there. I think that was for an extra fucking something. There we go. Right. Right, we need these because this is for our motor. First of all, our pickup. That's the pickup. Then our motor. Motor plugs and connects to there. Make sure that them wires are okay, yes, that's good. Yeah. I'm not, we don't have to do any work to this I don't think, because I recapped it. It got recapped a long time ago. It was recapped. It was all done. So slip that onto there. Right. That's it. Right. That's it. Let's turn it round. Let's see if it plays. Can't play it loud, it's on, not still pretty ringy in the morning. But there's the, that's fucking going fast. It looks like it's going a bit quick. That's the tuner.
Carefully now, Matthew, and that Trump and keep it.
Let's put a 78. There's 78. Let's put a record on. Right. Let's grab. Got something a bit clicky under there. May need a drop of oil. Yes. Get out. Get down. So what? We'll do it in a minute. Don't want to come off now. It will do.
Round and round and round like the village shade. Without a rotary action like the...
That's too fast. Why is it going so fucking fast? Let's have a look. The fucking turntable's stuck on. There you go. So why is it? It might be slightly out of... Well, it's not. Fucking motor's a bit noisy. Oh. I just needed a bit of a drink. Don't know. No, it's a bit better. Don't know why it's going fast though. It sounds fast, that. I mean, that might be right.
Without a rotary action like the village shade.
That's okay.
Twist up and down and tilt like it's floating heads. Twist here, twist there, twist just like it's floating heads. Floating, floating heads caress your face. Stubborn whiskers go without a trace. Personal touch is so unique. It's made for every face by a new technique. Let's twist! Those floating heads caress your face. Stubborn whiskers go without a trace. Now this personal touch is so unique. And it's made for every face by a new technique. Well, now it's made to measure shaving with the Philly shave. Your toughest stubble, don't worry, Philly shave. Here's the modern twist in shaving that a razor never gave. Shave smoother, quicker, closer, with the Phillips. With the Phillips. I said a Phillips. Phillips shave.
Yeah, that works alright, didn't it, guys? Yeah. It's gone nice and quiet now. I've just oiled the motor. Probably a bit dry because it hasn't been used for ages. Yeah, that looks alright, that, guys. I can't play the 78 because, well, because it hasn't got a 78 RPM stylus in it. But that looks though it's drooping, that it is, isn't it? Let's see if we can sort that out. There you go. You just push it up there. That's it. Just fucking loose, aren't they? Let's try again. Let's play this again. Turn it over. That's better.
Twist round and round and round like the Philly shave. With that rotary action.
That sounds better than it now.
Twist up and down and tilt like it's floating heads. Twist here, twist there, twist just like it's floating heads.
There we go.
Floating, floating heads caress your face.
Needs a bit of a polish, but other than that,
Stubborn whiskers go without a trace. This personal touch is so unique. It's made for every face by a new technique. Let's twist! Those floating, floating heads caress your face. Stubborn whiskers go Well, now it's made the major shaving with the Philly shave. Your cut is stubble, don't worry, Philly shave. Here's the modern twisting shave that a razor never gave. Shave smoother, quicker, closer, with the Phillips. With the Phillips. I said a Phillips. Philly shave.
There you go. I think that sounds better on the other side. Let's just check. Would I get another record, wouldn't it? Yeah, a record that's in better nick. I don't want to use too good a record. Put this on fucking. That's not bad. Shit. So you can't drop the needle down onto the deck either. Do the cleaning.
Given the situation of the game, and they were being completely outclassed and outplayed and under constant pressure, the Argentina fans were behind their team 1,000% for the duration. And you've got to hands off to them, really.
Yeah, they do have, they've got a special bond there, which is built up by the fact that they've won tournament after tournament, final after final up until today. But that's the way it works, isn't it? you know, it's possible to go to the well once too often, which they probably did with that team. But at the same time, you know, you look at what Spain have done, and you could see that, couldn't you? You could see this Spanish team, there's enough about it to see them having another period of domination. And I know that their youth team, a friend of mine was saying, so the senior team has conceded just the one goal at this World Cup. The under-19s won the Euros and didn't concede any goals at all.
Ah, so there's more coming down the track.
Yeah.
And
They were looking forward to commentating on them in a couple of years' time.
Yeah, they were the best team at this tournament, quite comfortably in the end.
Yeah. I think people would have said, you know, certainly the midfield, when you think of the players who came on today, and they're taking players off, even...
Get more. Be your bet ahead of the new football season. Quick. Now at Quick, join them at £10 and you get £40 in free bets. Plus, your bet could be instant.
That's all we get on AM in here.
We call it a supercharged.
Till got to the point where you thought, actually, he might come up with something. And Chris Sutton said during the commentary, Lautaro Martinez didn't get on the field today. Brilliant goal-scoring record. We know what he's done.
The aerial on this is actually in the lid,
The
guys.
obvious thing to do was to take Messi off and bring him on.
I wasn't going to happen.
One, approaching Doncaster at junction 36, and one thing this morning, A3 of Marlborough, the A4 Bath Road remains closed. Centre Grey Bath and 6 for Spaghetti.
MG Electric range, you get more tech at a smart cost. And that cost you...
So there's Gram, long wave, medium wave.
Make the smart choice. Move to a...
The battle to sign the names is absolutely first class. Listen to
That's about right, that. Turntable's nice and quiet now. Gone really quiet now we've oiled it. Plenty of torque in it as well. I do have an earth on this, but I haven't got one, so and the cartridge is a bit dodgy, but we've got some more of those cartridges knocking about. Just don't know where they are. There's about 3 of them somewhere. Do you want in this little tub here? Mm-hmm. Oh shit. No, there's not. Thought there might be one in there. There's not. Another house I'm knocking about. Oh. Sort the shelves out after. Needs it could do the turntable mat cleaning. But yeah, we're happy with that. Yeah.
Tax-free. All you have to do to have a chance of winning is to head to talksportwins.com. Better do it now, time's running out. That's talksportwins.com. Time now for our next coffee break with Costa Express.
The Costa Coffee Break on TalkSport, sponsored by Costa Express. Score a quality morning coffee for the day ahead.
The main problem with the main issue was the record player. Was just changing the arm really. I mean, let's face it guys, oops. How come that's come out of there? It should be a, oh, because I've undone it to get the wires out, didn't I? That looks better. That looks better than what that does, doesn't it? Obviously. That can go in the fucking bin. Well, I'll save that. Because it's got good bearings in, so we'll get that part later. I'm just trying to think. I think with a bit of use that might be okay. Right. I'm going to leave it there guys. And thank you as always. Like, share, subscribe, buy me a coffee if you want to, and I shall catch you later. Bye for now guys.
Vintage audio repair is our main. Bringing old electronics back to life is our game. Tubes and wires we arrange. Every circuit we exchange. Dusty gears begin to turn. Ancient speakers start to burn. We revive the faded sound, where lost frequencies are found. Through the cracks and through the ground, we revive the faded sound. Crackling tapes